Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. So this morning, reading in chapter 2 of Proverbs, I was reading something very powerful. It says, my son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, listening closely to wisdom and directing your heart to understanding. Furthermore, if you call out to insight, and lift your voice to understanding. If you seek it like silver and search for it like hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and discover the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. Remember yesterday you read in Proverbs chapter 1, because you're reading the chapter of Proverbs that corresponds with the date, right? You read in verse 7 of chapter 1, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and discipline. You see, so often we think that God gives wisdom and knowledge just because. Today, Solomon tells us in no uncertain terms, you have to seek for it and search for it. Work for it. And if you do, then you'll understand the fear of the Lord. Solomon said, if you have fear for the Lord, then you'll get that. See, if you seek for it and you search for it, you dig. You dig deep, like you would for hidden treasure. Then you'll understand the fear of the Lord and discover the knowledge of God. Because the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth comes understanding. In verse 9 of chapter 2 it says, then you will understand righteousness, justice, and integrity, every good path. You see, the fear of the Lord is what gets you wisdom, gets you knowledge. The only way to get the fear of the Lord is to dig deep for it. Calling out to insight, lifting your voice to understanding. If you seek it like silver and search for it like hidden treasure, then you'll understand the fear of the Lord. Are you putting that effort into it? I mean, when I got to work on Grace, the Electroglide, yes, we named our bike. It was unmerited favor. We didn't deserve a Harley Davidson, but God gave it to us anyway. When I have to work on that bike, I dig deep to make sure that I understand the process, and I'm going to do everything to the best of my ability the way it should be done. The torque patterns, the torque specs, the way to take it apart, the way to put it back together. I dig deep to get that wisdom, get that knowledge. But do I put that kind of work into getting and understanding the fear of the Lord? Do you? Or are you just putting the work in that's necessary to get you down the road? You're going to show up to work today, do the bare minimum, and walk home. Or drive home, or ride home. Hopefully you're in some place where it's warm enough to ride. I'm not. Michigan is still too cold. I thought I was going to get out yesterday. They were predicting 50-degree temps yesterday, earlier in the last year, and I thought I was going to get to ride, and then we had snow on the ground, and I didn't get the bike out. This is a challenge for me today. Do I really dig deep to get wisdom? Seeking it, digging for it, looking for it everywhere I can. I do in some areas of my life, but do I do that with God? Do you do that with God? That's a good question, isn't it? I love y'all. I truly do. I hope you have a blessed day. God bless.